Discard has to be one of the most ruthless decks you can play in all of Standard currently, and unfortunately, they also just got a brand new win con. That's right, guys, we are playing one of the meanest things you can play in Standard right now, which is Discard. Discard is absolutely relentless, and it is very, very mean because who wants to have their entire hand ripped apart before they can even get their spells off, man? It's really not fun to be on the receiving end of this, but man, is it fun to play, I will say. Sorry for yesterday, I was very sick. I still am very sick. I'll try to get through this the best I can. But today, it is all about the Viper, guys. The Viper is the brand new top end that I think Discard absolutely loves to have, because this thing can force even more discard, really. It basically pits the opponent into a situation where they've got to decide whether they want to take a massive amount of damage or, you know, sacrifice permanents or discard cards. And a lot of times discarding cards is one of the choices that they do, or they just die. This thing is very powerful. It can be played for cheap as long as there's a lot of permanents on the battlefield. It comes down at discounted rates. So discard has a lot of things we can sacrifice, like the Nightmare, the Blade, the spring-loaded Switchblades. There's a lot of things we're going to be putting on the battlefield to force discard, removal, and then later, those things can then be used as fodder to bring in the Viper early. Now, here's where it gets really fun. Elish Norn. Not only is Elish Norn awesome here because it forces double discard on all of our spells, but Elish Norn doubles up on the Viper's enter the battlefield triggers. So it's not going to just enter with one counter and then trigger. It's going to enter with one counter trigger and then another counter and trigger for 2 more counters. So the opponent's going to be forced into a situation where, you know, they're going to be looking at 12 potential damage on this entering the battlefield or doing some sacrificing. So it's a pretty sick list that, again, it's very dominant right now. Discard is very good, so I'm sure you guys are going to enjoy this one. But yeah, let's go ahead and jump right into it. We'll see you guys there at the end. Peace. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. I do apologize that I was gone yesterday. My apologies for that. Unfortunately, I'm under the weather right now, pretty bad. I'm hoping I can go to work tomorrow, but yeah, it's been pretty rough for me, so trying my best. That's why we got the hoodie on here in 115-degree weather. You know, it is what it is. I just can't get the body temperature regulated, but I just don't feel good, man. I like this deck, though. This deck definitely feels pretty awesome. We're gonna make them discard again. Discarding is so brutal, man. It's actually one of the meanest things you can do. It's just so nasty. Wow, we got rid of a synthesizer? That definitely means they have another one. That definitely means they have another one. Temporary lockdown? Probably not great. Probably not the greatest. I could play this for the sake of having the permanent out there to sacrifice for the Viper. Do I love that, though? Probably not. Yeah, I could play the Viper out next turn no matter what, really. There's the synthesizer. We knew that was coming. Now, we do have to worry, though, a little bit about the fact that the opponent could be running that card that exiles a creature. I can't really have that, man. So I'm going to have to go with the Instigator instead, which is... I'm sorry, the Investigator. Which is unfortunate, for sure, but I can't afford to have the Viper taken away. It's happened one too many times, to be honest. Steel Seraph. All right, they ran out of lands here. That's good. Let's force another discard here. I'd feel really good if it is that exile spell. It's a land. All right. Wow, they kept that in hand for discarding purposes. That means they really like this card, which means I don't like that card. Interesting. I think we offer up. This trade here. I'm okay with trading with one of these, and then I'll hit him with the Tithing Blade. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we have plenty of things we can sacrifice here. That'd be good. Gosh, man, if we get screwed here, though, and this is the one exile spell they need, I'm gonna be so bummed out. So we got 2 mana. 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we scry. A Pixie is not terrible. It can bounce back my Investigator here. Okay, nice. We win the game. All right, that was a little scary. That was a little scary. I thought maybe they'd have the answer, but they did not, clearly, so GG. All right, this hand looks absolutely fire. Let's keep this one. Do we need to prioritize the surveil land right away? I don't think so. I think let's hit their hand right away. Guess we can go either way with that, but pretty sure unless they have haste threats, we're gonna be able to get the surveil land down next turn. All right, this is not looking, well, actually, no, this is actually not looking like it's gonna be viable. We'll see. Another land is good. We need to get to the investigator. I feel like the investigator is gonna be pretty key here for us, because if we can get the clue tokens going. Soul partition, all right. That's a good removal there that we got out of their hands, because that could hit the Viper. We can't have that. What I'm really hoping for, though, is that Elish Norn, man. If I can get the Elish Norn down with the Viper, we're looking at some serious fun. I'm curious if I should scry here on this next go-around. Oh, they soul partition their own nightmare away. Okay. Exile target non-land permanent for as long as that card is exiled, the owner may play it. Pretty cool. I don't know what the year go was about, though. A little crazy. All right, let's go ahead and scry here. Mirex is good. Mirex is some value down the road, right? Let's go ahead and get that clue token. Very helpful. Cut down goes away. A pretty irrelevant spell. Did they top deck a land? It looks like maybe they did. No. GG's. That's unfortunate. A little bit of a non-game there, but would have been an annoying matchup, to be honest, with the double discarding going on. But anyways, GG. All right, the opponent goes first, but our hand looks fantastic. We got some good early game lockup, and we got the Elish Norn. You gotta love to see it. You'd love to see it. Hadouken. It's pretty cool. Scoundrel. Get the treasure. They do grab the treasure. All right, lockdown looking pretty good as long as they don't use that treasure to cast something big here. Stealing extra mana off the field would be nice. Can't believe I missed these sleeves. Those are cool, man. All right, we took a land from them and a Flesh Gorger. That Flesh Gorger may get reanimated, though, because the Scoundrel does, you know, draw discard. It has that tied to it. Interesting. All right, let's get down the temporary lockdown. If we end up bringing that back, we can force another discard, but we would be giving him back a Scoundrel. Something to think about later, especially if we get Elish Norn down. Ooh, I love it. Let's go, dude. We got our land, and the opponent's gonna give us some treasures, which we can sacrifice to the Viper. They're walking right into our trap card. Whew. I'm getting a little too worked up, man. Hot. Which is weird, because if I take the jacket off, I'm gonna be freezing. All right, we're definitely going Elish Norn before the Viper, because I need to see that come to fruition. Come on down, Elish Norn. Not too sure why I attacked there, to be honest. I probably should have blocked. Because that Plunderer is hitting us for 2 extra damage every turn with those treasures being on our side of the field. They technically have a lot of mana to work with here, but it's kind of one and done, so let's see if they're willing to use it. All right, guys, Viper's coming down with an Elish Norn on the field. You know what that means. GG's. Let's see, 1, 2. Actually, let's do this. This is actually gonna be so fun. Let's give them back the Scoundrel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, let's give them back the Scoundrel and discard 2 cards from their hand. Oh no, man! I wanted to show you guys how silly that was gonna be, man. So with the Viper hitting the field, it gets the 1 counter when it lands, and when it gets that 1 counter, the opponent has to choose 4 damage or sack something, and then it gets another counter again, and then it activates again, which is another 8 damage. So they would have had to sacrifice a lot of their permanents, and we were gonna hit the 2 cards left in their hand too. So good. All right, we get to go first again. Nice. Hand looks good. And looks really good. I'm telling you guys, discard might be one of the most broken things you can do in standard right now, aside from you know, super aggro decks, which I've been playing a lot of lately. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, if I could be real with you for a moment. I'm not a big fan of the standard it right now. As far as standards have been in the past, this one has been tough for me. Bloomborough just seems it's great. It's a great set. There's a lot of cards that are super playable, which I'm so up for, but it feels like everything is themed the exact same way. What I mean by that is everything is, you know, creature types. You got rabbits, you got lizards, you got bats, and you got all that stuff, and it's all the same sort of thing, which is leaning towards that aggro, you know. And I just don't really love aggro games, and it feels like if you're not running aggro or at this point discard, it's really hard to make a deck, which is why I also struggled to get a video out yesterday. I was really hurting to try to find some cool options for you guys, man. So I hope that doesn't come back down the road to be something that we struggle with moving forward. Oh boy, they're doing the 1 shot with the Vraska. Yeah, I was gonna say, there's no way they walk into that, right? All right, let's start looking to get some clue tokens. Did they throw away? They threw away a land. Oh no, they used the Fable Passage. Wow, they throw away a Vraska though. And a Bog. That means they definitely have a Vraska in hand and a Bog. One or the other. Ah, sorry guys. All right, this is actually a really good turn for us. We start with this. Give me back my investigator, please. Bro, I cannot believe I gotta get up tomorrow for work at 5. Oh, I'm not looking forward to it. Another land. Not necessarily what I was hoping for. Go for the throat. All right, if we can hit their hand enough times to get rid of their last Vraska or Bog, we're gonna be looking good, because this thing has to get to level 4 or 3, whatever, and then they have to play the Vraska, and then they one-shot us with the poison. It's very possible that they pulled it off. I hope not, but maybe I should add like enchantment removal in our build, or some sort of exiling tool for permanence. There's no Rite of Oblivion anymore though. What do we use? All right, investigator down. And we pass the turn because we may want to use this if they have something with haste. Not likely. All right, they go with the level 3. Do they have more mana though? They don't. That's good. 5 damage to target tapped creature and opponent controls. Okay. Well, it's basically if they find land, we're cooked here, right? Yeah, I think that's a wrap for us, guys. Tiny Bones joins up is not bad. It's not bad because we got to keep hitting their hand, but I need like closing spells here. All right. I was trying to see if maybe Elishnorn shuts that down, but it doesn't. If you would put 1 or more there it is, GG's. Wow. Honestly, kind of lame. Kind of corny. It is what it is, though. That new combo is just... It's kind of silly. A bit corny, I will say. All right. I mean, if you have enchantment removal in your deck, though, you should be pretty good. I just don't have that, so it is what it is. All right, what do we think of our hand here? Honestly, kind of like it. It's not great, but I like it. Yeah, I'm not too concerned about that last player's build. I've seen it around obviously a lot now at this point, but if it ever becomes too much of an issue, to handle. Like if it becomes a problem where everybody's running it, it is a very easy deck to kind of counter in the meta. If you throw on, like I said, if you throw on, I had a deck with green and I had Frillback in it, and Frillback just destroys the enchantment. Or if you have like blue and you run counter spells, you can stop the whole thing in its tracks, which is pretty cool. So if it ever became like a big popular meta deck, I feel like the meta would adjust pretty accordingly. Let's go here. More mana is not a bad thing. I need to get to this, right? But then again, if I play this, that's 3, 4, 5, 6. I can play it next turn technically, and they are cruel. So I don't think we're in trouble here of getting it removed by burn spells, you know what I mean? Looks like Viper's gonna get some play here on turn 4. Cornucopia. Cornucopia. Let's go ahead and scry. I love that I can scry here. Yeah, I don't need those. Got the hostile investigator. I wouldn't be surprised if they discard a card here. I mean, 4 damage at this point in the game is kind of a lot. But like I said, they are Gruul, so I don't expect them to have an answer for the Viper as far as enough damage output to kill it. I could be forgetting about a removal spell, but I don't think so. Yeah, they definitely have to get going now on discarding. One card out of hand and then maybe Cornucopia? No, 2 cards out of hand. I mean, yeah, that's just a unfortunate beatdown situation here because now they lose their last card. And that'll do it. They were close too. 3, 4, 5, 6. 4, 5, 6. They were 1 land away from being able to cast that. We just were a little too fast with that Viper. Good stuff, man. Okay, opponent goes first, and I've got an interesting hand here. I think I keep it for sure. I'm trying to think of how I play these lands out. I got a Wanderer for the first time. That's a good late game spell. Do I want to rush these out is the question, or do I want to wait? I think I'll wait. I'll match their fortress with my fortress. Esper, we got a 3-color player here. Very interesting. All right, let's get this down. Let's go with the Pixie. Bounce back to my hand. I mean, we got a lot of discard here, which is awesome. Which is freaking awesome. I mean, that counts as a discard in my book. If you get rid of the No More Lies, shoot. Just lose the bot, basically the permanent to sack later. High Noon is brutal. Because we do kind of thrive on multiple plays per turn. That's gonna be a tough one for me. That's gonna be a no for me, dog. Okay, temporary lockdown, kind of cool. Kind of cool. I think I just will do that. Take care of that High Noon. Urtai. Urtai, my guy. Alright, I get to draw a card though. That's cool. Ooh, that's a fun spell. Man, I just hate that I can only play 1 spell per turn. That's gonna make things very, very tough. I haven't seen anybody run like control like this. Very cool. I mean, I feel like no matter what I do here, it's gonna get countered of some sort. Like, let's just try to land this and see what happens. All right, it lands. I mean, I would have liked to have gotten the Viper down there, but I was too afraid of a counter spell. And a kill spell would have been bad. Shieldred. All right, no counter spell. That's good. What if I just play this? This is probably going to be one of the harder things for them to deal with. And then we play the Viper, and then we blink the Viper next turn. kind of like... actually, you know what? What am I even blinking the Shieldred for? Let's blink this. Sheesh! Let's go! See you later, Shieldred. So we've got infinite kill spells now until they can kill the Wanderer. And for a control player, I feel like the Wanderer was going to be tough to deal with. All right. I'm going to sack this because I want to scry. Don't need either one of those. All right. Opponents, I'm sure, got another Shieldred's Edict or something, but we'll see. This is one of those matchups where you'd really like to have like a Liliana, right? They take 4. They don't kill it though. They didn't have a 2-mana kill spell. That's good news for us. No Shieldred's Edict. That's huge. That's huge. Oh my goodness. Let's get this down. Oh yeah, things are gonna get real tough for them now. They've used up all the good stuff. Oh, I see. You had kill spells, just not good enough for the Viper. The Viper's just a little too much. Can't take the 8 damage. You're gonna have to go ahead and discard both cards, or you're gonna have to give up that that High Noon there, buddy. No matter what, you've definitely lost the edge here. I'm taking over the game. Man, that Wanderer felt so comfy sitting on the battlefield, and they just had to just ruin all of our fun. They're praying for a kill spell here. A land isn't gonna cut it. They find the kill spell, but that will do it. That will do it on the dot. Bing! And then they would have drawn a card with their arena and died anyways too. Good stuff, man. That was a fun game. An interesting build on the opponent's part too. Pretty awesome. All right, this is what we call the perfect starting hand. Let's go, dude. Let's go. Man, people gotta be sick of seeing this card. I know I am. Oh, aggro player. Tithing is gonna get a target. Ooh, so is that. Looks like they got to play with fire here. That's good. Take out the Pixie. I'm cool with that. Anything that can, you know, it might just be another monstrous rage too. Anything that can take away from them hitting me in the face. If you want to throw it at my Pixie, by all means, have at it. I forget I don't actually have to click the opponent there with the Nightmare. Only with the Tiny Bones. Oh, it's blue? What? Otters, okay. Even better in my opinion. Even better. We might honestly see an early scoop here. That's the other thing with the meta kind of happening right now is that games, if I look back here, I mean, I'm playing discard kind of more mid-range. My games should be about 5 to 6 minutes and they're all like 2-3 minute games. Like, you know who's going to win the games very quick in this current meta. For the most part. That last game was interesting, but... Ooh, we got a Viper. And I don't think they have an answer with red-blue. 4, 5, 6. We haven't had Elish Norn Viper very much today, have we? I've had it a lot in my pre-recording. I'd love to see that combo hit. Yeah, unless they have a bounce spell, there's really nothing they can do about the Viper here. Offspring. That'll do it, man. Let's go ahead and force them to discard another card out of their hand so it makes it a little bit more difficult for the Viper decisions. Now they have less to choose from when it comes to discarding for the Viper, and they just give up. They say, take the damage, GG's. On to the next one. All right, I get to go first with a very compelling hand here. I'm a little scared. It's not the best start, but we have some of our cooler combo-y pieces that I'm really excited to try out, so we're gonna keep it. Golgari is not gonna have a lot for the temporary lockdown to hit, but we will get that. I really don't foresee the lockdown getting too many targets here, so I really have no problem slamming this down here. I know I didn't need to take damage for that, but part of me likes to not show cards they haven't seen yet until I absolutely have to. Gix. Looks like we got to give him a card here. Mirror. I mean, I do need more mana, right? Because we got to work up to the Wanderer. All right. Suppose I could have brought that in to block though against the Gix, huh? Yeah, a little mistake was made there. All right. Definitely going with the Elish Norn first into the Viper. Oh boy, they found a go for the throat. All right, this game's looking like it's chalked, unfortunately. The good news, I guess, would be that the Wanderer can come in and clear up the board here, leaving them with just the 1/1. But the issue with that is the fact that they can just attack into the Wanderer and then they're right back to business. Yeah, I think we lost this one. Tough little matchup, man. Tough little matchup. What if I blink something? So if I blink this, I go to 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. They still kill this. Alright. Gotta do what we gotta do. Dude, they got so much card draw in this game, it's crazy. Alright, a couple of mentors come down. I'm cool with that. Some food tokens, not super scary. All of this can be taken out with the temporary lockdown, you know? Yeah, I think that's the move. All right, let him keep drawing cards though, which is a bummer. I don't think I've ever seen this much card advantage before, man. That's crazy. Somehow though, we are winning this game, in damage at least, because they are taking pain every time they draw these cards. Oh no. Oh no. Alright, I've got an idea. Pixie. Temporary lockdown. Yeah, I'm cool with that. I'm very much cool with that. Oh yeah, this is gonna be good. Pixie for the win, baby. Alright, we're in trouble. I mean, I'm gonna create this token for what reason, I don't know. Here you go, have some more cards. There you go, give me those back. Alright, I mean we're still doing the thing. I really didn't think this would be a good matchup for the temporary lockdown, but it served a very good purpose here today. Man, do I want to bounce that back and then just let them have another Deep Cavern Bat to take it again? It doesn't seem like a very smart idea, right? Alright, now we're cooked. We are definitely cooked. I need another lockdown. We're gonna have a shot here. Lockdown for the win. Can we pull it off? Oh, should have done that pre-combat, huh? Alright. Yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it. We bounce this back to our hand. The bat comes back to the field and they just choose the temporary lockdown. So we are officially cooked. Officially, it is over. 2 cards every turn. Man, this is so sick. I'm surprised it hasn't killed them yet, though. I mean, do I survive this attack? 3, 6? No, definitely not. All right. It was a good run, man. We had a lot of wins on the way to this loss, so I'm very happy with that. It worked. I mean, it's been working really, really well. Just ran into a bad matchup, it seems like. All right, I get to go first. This hand looks good. We got a lot of discard happening here. A lot of permanents we're putting onto the field for the Viper. We just gotta hope the opponent doesn't run a ton of removal. I'm guessing it's more aggro than control. Oops. All right, the opponent discards what? Probably land, right? Ooh, that's good for us. We don't want them hitting this with Go for the Throat. But at the same time, kind of scary. Kind of scary. That's not what you want to see when you're trying to run out a big threat for the win. I mean, we're hitting their hand a lot here, though, especially with the Pixie coming up. All right, what do they take here? They probably take the Viper, of course. That's fine. That's fine. Here, have another. May I have another? I'm getting really tired of that bat, yeah? That Deep Cavern bat? It's been ruining a lot of my games. Alright, sure. They can't attack, that's good. I mean, that's really good, right? Let's kick things off though, like so. All right, let's see everything we've taken so far. We've taken a cut down. Oh, we've taken an Aclazotz. We love that. No attacks. I'm gonna play defense here. Hopefully they don't attack with the Preacher. I'd rather not trade it off, but I will. I'll trade it with the Investigator if I've got to. But then again, do I care? They're not drawing a card yet. Not yet, they're not. I'd rather go get a couple more clue tokens, to be honest. All right. Ooh, that's a good find right there. All right, first things first. Next thing. All right, so they're at 14. I really don't want them drawing cards, right? So if I attack in here with this, they block here, they go to 15. So they still wouldn't draw any cards. Because we have to keep their life total lower than ours in order for the Preacher to just spit out these 1/1 lifelink bodies instead of them drawing cards. We want to try to keep them off of drawing cards as much as possible. All right, we definitely draw a card first because this is going to be helpful to killing the Preacher. Ah, I have to drop it anyways. Because if I don't drop a card that's not a land, I got to discard 2. Bummer. At least I get a clue token out of it. That's good. They send the Preacher. This is a very interesting game. We're locked in here with this opponent. It's a battle. Ooh, that's fun. That's really fun. If I take everything, I get back my Viper. And then the Viper I can play, I think now, right? So if I do that, I have 2 mana left over. And then for 2... No, this would take all of this though, wouldn't it? 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I wouldn't... Still worth it though, right? Let's do this then. Let's go here. Yeah, we're losing the Pixie too. I don't know if I love that. All right, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Because I'm a savage. Come on over, everybody. Give me that Viper back. You can have your little Preacher attacking for 2. Hopefully he drew a land, I win the game. That is not a land, brother. Wow, that's so annoying. Oh, that's annoying. I'm so glad I got these clue tokens though, man. Every time a clue spawns from that, I get so happy. They really should attack here. Yeah, that's annoying. Yes, that's actually so good. They're gonna leave their lifelinker alive. Fair enough. But at least their creature's gone. There's no more spawning of those tokens. Right? Huge. I'm gonna wait to draw a card because they might draw a discard effect. Bronco. Temporary lockdown for the win. Not quite. Almost there though. Almost there. Gosh, they're top decking right now with 3 mana open. You would imagine there's nothing they can do, right? Thank God. Took a long time. I love it. Love it. Love it. GG's. That was a battle, man. Discard against discard is always interesting. That's gonna do it for me today, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I really appreciate you for being here and hanging out and watching this one. We'll be back again hopefully tomorrow with another one. I haven't got anything lined up yet, but I'm already counting this week as a wash, man. It's gonna be a tough one for me just because I got sick and it's been a little difficult to produce you know, actual fun content on the ladder and standard for me right now. Could just be a me thing. Like I said, the meta with Bloomburrow, it just seems like a lot of creature, a lot of aggro, and I want to make more interesting builds, but the meta's just a little too fast. It's a little too fast for me to get stuff going, and I've been trying to put some stuff together. So I've got some, you know, ideas lined up, and hopefully we can dial some of those in for you guys. But thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. And huge shout out to the Mardu Mob. If you guys don't know, the Mardu Mob is the membership program on the channel. Sorry for my dog. But the Mardu Mob is the membership program. So thank you to everybody who helps support me monetarily every month. I really appreciate it very, very much. So thank you for all that you do for me. And that does it. Hopefully we'll see you guys tomorrow with another one. If not, we'll definitely be back tomorrow with a live stream. See you there. Peace out.
Hit him 3 times like a hat trick. The name is Swayze, no Patrick. If you play him, then it's tragic. Hit him with the mythic, yeah, that's magic. Yeah, MTG, that's what you'll see if you like and subscribe. With the upload, man. Man, all of the time. Coming with the best decks, this is the meta. This ain't cheap.